on, guys? Thank you for joining me in today's video. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. On a way to meet a friend right now. I'm already late. I think this is the earliest I've ever waken up for a ride. Time is it now? 8:36. I was supposed to meet him at 8:30. Not only is this gonna be the earliest that I've woken up for a ride, but it's gonna be the longest as well. We're hitting up the 507. For those of you that don't know, the 507 is a stretch of road in Ontario. I've never ridden it before, but I heard it is really good, so I keep telling myself that I'm gonna go on longer rides and go to more twisty roads up north or just further in general. Better late than never, I guess. I totally forgot that it's a Thursday and there's traffic. Hopefully it dies down by the time we head closer to the 507. First, we're gonna stop off for breakfast. I'm not really sure where yet. Thinking either Uxbridge or Kawartha's, depending on how long we want to ride. I think Uxbridge is about like half an hour away, and then Kawartha is just over an hour. Not really a morning person, so I think I can wait till we get to Kawartha's, but I guess I'll double check with my friend and see what he wants to do. Oh man. Where is he? Did he leave me? Did I go to the wrong gas station? I told him Petro. I told him this intersection. It's weird. Unless he's at the Esso. Okay, you went to the wrong Petro. I kind of figured. So I did tell him Woodbine and Stouffville. He's just a little bit south on Elgin Mills. I think he's gonna bomb it up here. In the meantime, I am gonna grab myself a Monster because I am tired AF. Got myself a little Red Bull. I usually have a Monster, but I usually get the big cans of Monster. Since we're going to breakfast, and I'm probably gonna grab a coffee anyway. I didn't want to overload on caffeine. Ooh, a little bit chilly today. Actually, it's not that bad. Cooler than, I guess, last week. We had that record hot day. I think it went up to like 45 with the humidity. And then right after we had the wildfires somewhere in Ontario. I think it was somewhere up north. Back on the road. Left a little bit later than I wanted. It's about 9:09 right now, but at least
we missed the bulk of the rush hour, I guess. Heading to Kawartha Lakes right now to grab breakfast, and then we're gonna hit up the 507. I think Brian has work at like 4 or something, so I'm not sure if he's gonna come to the 507 with me. I told him that he can dip out whenever he wants. I check my tire pressures at the gas station just because I have a very bad habit of not checking them, and they weren't low, but I did have to top them up. It's a little bit cold right now. I got my hoodie on, luckily, but I think it's supposed to go up to like mid-20s by the afternoon. So luckily I brought my backpack so I can just stuff it in there. It's actually pretty cheap gas, 157.5 in the morning. Usually it's hovering around like mid 160s, high 160s in the morning. Luckily I'm topped up though. Probably got another 200 kilometers before I, well, maybe another 150 before I have to fill up. Oh man, so much roadkill. You can smell it before you see it. Actually, the other day I was walking my dog. It was like 9:30 at night, so the sun already went down. We were walking through the park, walking my dog, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw something moving. When I looked, it was a skunk. It's probably like, I don't know, like 3 feet in front of us. What the hell am I talking about? 3 feet? That's like half of me. That's okay, maybe like 10 feet? I don't know. But it was close. Luckily we didn't get sprayed. I remember one time when I was a kid, our dog got skunked once. Stunk up the whole house. Me and my siblings ended up going to the basement to sleep because the whole main floor was just, it smelled like skunk. My leg is starting to cramp up. Luckily, at least on this street triple, I have somewhere to rest my leg. On the R3, when my legs would get cramped, I would just have to put it in front of me. At least this one, oh, ow. No, that doesn't work. There you go. This is the thing with Ontario. A lot of nice roads, but to get to actual nice twisties, you gotta ride 2 hours out. Not so bad when you're on a naked bike, but when you're on a super sport, totally different story. At least the views are nice. If I'm gonna ride an hour, I'd rather it be on these roads than through city traffic. Do you know of any breakfast places around? Do you know of any breakfast places around here? There's a Stacked around here. Back on the road. Just had breakfast at Stacked Pancake House. Now we're heading to Bobcaygeon. We're just gonna stop off at a gas station, rehydrate, get some gas, and then we're gonna hit up the 507. What the hell is going on there? "13 minutes away from the gas station." Couldn't come any sooner because I'm starting to get an itch at the top of my head. For those of you that experienced this before, you know how annoying it feels. I just want to scratch it, but I can't. Same thing happened to Brian. Right after we parked at Stacked, he got off the bike and he's like, "Oh, thank God. For the past 10 minutes, my head has been so itchy." Now, this is actually going to be my first real twisty road. I've been on some, but I don't think it stretches as far as the 507. When I looked on Google Maps, that the 507 is about a 30-minute ride from one end to the other. Sometimes you can't really tell on Google Maps, but from what I saw, it does look like there's a lot of turns and twists and turns. But yeah, I've been on some curvy roads before, but usually they're like 5-10 minute stretches versus a full 30. And usually the 5-10 minute stretches, like a little bit of curves, a little bit of twist, then straight, then a little bit more. So I don't really know what to expect. I don't want to get my hopes up. So I don't want to feel let down if it's not as good as what I imagined it in my head. So yeah, I'm just gonna go keep my expectations low and just enjoy the ride.
I've been waiting to tell you your bag's open.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's nothing bad.
Okay.
It wasn't like open all the way, it was just like the top third. So it was just flapping a bit, but nothing flew out. Well, maybe it was more than a top third.
I have such a bad habit of not closing it. Okay, I'm just gonna get some gas, drink some water, and then be back on the road. Alright, bike refueled, me hydrated, itch scratched, 507 destination. I feel like this would be such a nice ride in the fall. Leaves changing colors. Just cruising down the road, chilling. definitely have to come back next season when the leaves start changing. Either here or maybe somewhere else, another route up north. I'll take roads like these over city roads any day. Even if I have to drive, or even if I have to ride 2 hours to get here. Definitely worth it. Maybe not on a sport bike, but definitely on the street triple. I feel like I can ride longer without having to pay for it the next day. If I did this on the R3, I'd probably be crying right now. Alright, so we're coming up onto the start of the 507. Yeah, Road 507. We go. Now, because I'm not familiar with this road, I don't know the road conditions, I don't know how traffic is going to be. I'm just gonna take it somewhat easy. Seems like there's a lot of traffic going southbound right now. Probably not a lot northbound. lot of bumps and dips in the road, so I just gotta be careful. A lot of hidden driveways as well. Got a lot more smooth. Can definitely push it a little bit more. Still want to be careful because I'm not really familiar with where the tight turns are, where the pullouts are. I don't want to turn a corner and have to emergency brake because there's a car pulling out of a driveway or something. Definitely a lot more traffic going southbound. Which is nice, so I'll take whatever I can get. Sure that I'm looking far ahead. motorcyclist that's flashing his lights. I don't know if he was telling me to slow down or if he was flashing his lights to the person in front of him. That was pretty fun. I thought it'd be more technical, but there's just a lot of, I guess, big sweepers. But it was fun regardless. We definitely lucked out because there was like nobody going north. I think we hit maybe 1 or 2 cars. A lot of people going southbound though. So my friend went home. He has work later. I'm probably gonna ride around a little bit more. Got stuck behind a construction truck, so just ended up turning around and heading back. First experience on twisty roads, real twisty roads. How was it? It was nice. Yeah, like I said, it's not as technical as I thought it'd be, which is neither a good or a bad thing, just an observation. It was nice not having to contend with traffic though. Definitely a change of pace compared to all the riding that I've done before this. I think I'm going to take the 507 back southbound. There's probably going to be a lot of traffic, but there's probably going to be a lot of traffic the other route home as well. Might as well take the nice route. Like I joined the Brotherhood today. Well, at least that truck let me pass. That was nice. Got smacked in the neck by something. Not only do I have to worry about road hazards, I gotta worry about air hazards as well. Let's see, back into the city. Where is there a washroom? Alright, I just made my last pit stop. Rehydrated. Had a little snack. Now it's just a straight shot home. So I think I'm going to end the video here. If you guys made it this far, I am surprised, but also thank you for watching. If you guys like the video, make sure that you guys hit the like button. It really does help out the channel. If you guys enjoy the video and want to keep up with me, make sure that you guys subscribe. I am planning to release more videos now that I am riding more. And until the next video, peace.